Welcome to DIAL West Cheshire, an independent charity and company limited by guarantee. The history of the organisation dates back to 1981, when the Chester and District Committee for the Disabled was formed. The charity, known as DIAL West Chester, was first registered in 1986. When incorporating as a company in 2014, the charity changed its name to DIAL West Cheshire to better reflect that its services cover West Cheshire and the surrounding area. The charity has been improving the lives of disabled people since 1986, and 2016 is their 30th anniversary year. Volunteering is at the heart of this historically user-led organisation that is still today run by and for disabled people. A board of directors and a staff of 12 are complemented by over 100 people who volunteer each year, contributing over 400 hours a week. Their vision is simple: to create a society where disabled people and older people can participate equally as full citizens. Their mission is to empower disabled and older people so they can live sustained, independent lives by working to reduce poverty and improve economic status, reduce social isolation, improve health and well-being, raise awareness of needs and aspirations, and provide opportunities for volunteering, training and employment.
Given me confidence, and it's enabled me to keep up my reception administration skills while I've not been actually working.
It gives me a purpose, you know, that I'm helping and informing people of information that they can use.
They achieve their mission and vision through the delivery of a range of services, including advice and information with a focus on welfare benefits and disability rights, community cafe serving healthy home-cooked food at competitive prices, shop mobility, daily hire of mobility scooters and wheelchairs to enable access to Chester city centre shops and facilities, together with the sale, longer-term loan and servicing / repair of disability aids and mobility equipment. Volunteer scheme, developing people from the community to help others within the community with extensive opportunities for training and development. Administration, delivering essential support functions such as finance, fundraising, ICT, marketing and communications. Volunteering, including opportunities for disabled and disadvantaged people, is a key part of this work, as are the learning opportunities the charity provides. The Advice and Information Service operates from the Dial House Disability Rights Centre. A duty advisor is available to provide advice in response to a range of disability-related inquiries, with a focus on social welfare benefits, wider disability right entitlements and cases involving discrimination, either by telephone, email or face-to-face on a drop-in basis. In addition, appointments can be booked for help to complete certain lengthy and complex benefit claim forms and for ongoing casework. Working with the West Cheshire Food Bank, DIAL issues food bank vouchers and helps people who are without food or money to overcome their crisis. DIAL is a trusted point of contact in the community for people who are disabled, vulnerable or disadvantaged, and in this respect also acts as a community reporting centre for victims and witnesses who have experienced hate crime incidents. For example, people who have been victimised because of a disability but might not have the confidence to contact the police directly. The Disability Rights Team responds up to 5,000 inquiries from approximately 3,000 people and secures over 2 million of welfare entitlements for disabled people and their families and carers every year, year after year after year. Community Cafe is a social hub open to all members of the public and with many regular customers. It plays an important role in providing a social environment where friends can meet and in making clients feel welcome at the centre whilst waiting to see an advisor. The kitchen is staffed by volunteers, including some with learning disabilities, who gain confidence and skills as part of their work. Many of the fruit and vegetables are homegrown on the charity's allotment, and DIAL has links with food redistribution initiatives which avoid food waste. As well as making a daily supply of cakes for the nearby St Peter's Church refectory, the cafe is able to supply buffets for organisations holding local meetings, training courses or other events.
The cafe is open from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. for food, and I usually volunteer during that time. I have my lunch here as well. It feels a safe environment. Food is reasonably priced.
Just coming here one day helping out. I said, have you got any work? And yes, I used to work in the kitchen. I used to do fundraising, selling raffle tickets, making homemade cards, different things. And it makes you really, really unwind and relax, and people are very good, it helps you. It's made me feel good and whatever, made me confident for coming here, talking to other people and helping out and looking after other people.
The West Cheshire Access Group, which consists of members with various disabilities, meets twice a month at DIAL House. It can act as a focus group to enable the views of disabled people to be heard, and it works in partnership with organisations in the local community, including, for example, the council and transport providers, to improve arrangements for disabled people.
Once a fortnight, often have speakers, and we cover a whole range of topics, and hopefully the work we do is improving life for people with all sorts of disabilities around Chester and further afield.
We've done many diverse things within Chester, such as hotels having to provide lifts that didn't have lifts before, drop pavements. We're now on a scheme with A-boards, which can cause problems for not only for disabled people, blind people, but people with young children, pushchairs in that state.
DIAL West Cheshire's Shop Mobility Service provides the daily hire of mobility scooters and wheelchairs for local residents who regularly shop in Chester, as well as the many disabled visitors and tourists who visit the city. DIAL leads the Shop Mobility West Cheshire Consortium, which, by working together with partners in Ellesmere Port and Vale Royal, provides the service from 4 locations across the borough. In Chester, Shop Mobility successfully handles thousands of bookings for mobility scooters and wheelchairs from hundreds of people every year. It helps people to retain their independence, reducing the need for support from others and reducing isolation. Disabled people make an important contribution to the local visitor and retail economy, and DIAL Shop Mobility customers spend an average of £79 in Chester per visit. DIAL also offers the sale, servicing and repair of mobility equipment and independent living aids. Furthermore, the Shop Mobility events team is able to support disabled access at external events such as open days and festivals. In addition to hiring out mobility equipment such as mobility scooters and wheelchairs, DIAL also offers the Ability Angels Assisted Shopping Service, whereby volunteer shopping helpers are available to accompany disabled and elderly people to do their own shopping in Chester.
For me personally, if I didn't have the service, I wouldn't be able to come out on my own into town. I'd have to rely on somebody else to help me. So this gives me back my independence.
I couldn't do half of what I do. I'd have to come into town 2 or 3 days a week to do one side of town, then the other. And taxis are expensive. But with one of these, I can go anywhere.
It means that I can just ring, they come and give me the scooter, go into town, do my jobs, whether it's go for a hair appointment, meet my friends, do some shopping. I can do all those things because I'm now independent.
I go to places where I normally wouldn't go just because I can go.
I think it's a flagship service here, and I think other services around the country, which I've also used, need to take note of what we do here, because I think it's a really good model that you could put nationwide.
The scooters really are my lifeline.
Without us, Chester would be struggling to find mobility help for those people who need it. We have many registrations, and we have many days where we've got 18 or 20 units out on the road in a single day. So that tells you how many people are in need of the equipment.
It's easy to get on the road from here, and the wall, should I say, and by the bell tower there's a ramp so you can get down there. You're then close to the banks and close to the market and various other places I want to go to, and then you can come back that way.
It's a very old city, and obviously because of the historic nature of the city, there's only so much they can do, but they are trying very hard to make the city as accessible as they can. So particularly when I get down to the post office, it's all got the low access ramps there, and you get to know where you can and can't go, and DIAL give you a map, so if you're not sure, you can always take a map with you.
Chester's not too bad for slopes. Some of them are not very good, some of them are very bumpy. But if those dips are not there, we can't go there, and that's all there is to it.
The quality of the services at DIAL can be seen not only in people's personal experiences and stories, but also in the many awards and accolades the charity has been presented with. These include the Advice Quality Standard for advice work, a maximum 5-star food hygiene rating for the Cafe Kitchen, being the first voluntary organisation in Cheshire to achieve the Investing in Volunteers quality standard. Numerous positive awards for business which recognise good practice in the recruitment and development of disabled people. Awards for adult community learning and positive Ofsted inspections. And the Queen's Award for Voluntary Service, the MBE for volunteer groups. Looking to the future, and in view of the increasing number of disabled and elderly people in society, there'll be plenty for the charity to do. It is apparent that disabled people, older people and those with long-term health conditions will continue to face unsettling and challenging times, with welfare reforms, government cuts and changes to arrangements for health and social care impacting on individuals and their families and carers. DIAL West Cheshire is also operating in a climate of uncertainty. Exciting times lie ahead with new developments planned for Chester City Centre, which will affect where the charity is based, but maintaining sufficient funding is an increasing challenge. It is hoped that this short film, which commemorates the 30th anniversary, shows how DIAL West Cheshire positively makes a difference through the delivery of high quality, efficient and effective services that meet the many health, social care and well-being needs of thousands of people who benefit from their work. The charity has developed into a well-known, respected and trusted provider of services for disabled people. The many successes and positive outcomes for people could not have been achieved without the hard work, dedication and community spirit of everyone who's ever been involved with DIAL over the past 30 years. That hard work, dedication and community spirit will continue. So here's to the next 30 years.